I thank the Speaker. Madam Speaker, today marks 80 years since the Empire of Japan unconditionally surrendered to General Douglas MacArthur and Allied forces above the USS Missouri. On this anniversary of VJ Day, it's fitting that we pause to remember not only as the end of history's deadliest conflict, but also the peace secured by the courage and sacrifice of the greatest generation, a legacy that still shapes our world today. More than 16 million Americans served, including 195,000 from the state of Arkansas. We remain forever grateful to the Allied war effort leadership and to the men and women who served downrange in the Pacific, in Europe, North Africa, and beyond, and to those on the home front who taught our kids and fueled the arsenal of democracy. Our generation salutes the greatest generation for the defeat of fascism and the preservation of liberty and freedom. Madam Speaker, one of those Pacific vets is my friend Floyd Brantley of Conway, Arkansas, a proud American who answered his country's call not once, but 3 different times. Floyd first enlisted in the Navy in 1943, serving as a hospital corpsman with the 1st Marine Division in the Russell Islands and New Guinea. After the war, he went on to Baylor University, joined the Air Force ROTC, and later served as a transport officer in Busan, South Korea, during the Korean conflict. Most men would have considered that a full measure of service, but 2 decades later, during the Vietnam era, Floyd once again put on the uniform, this time in the Air National Guard, giving another 10 years to his country. He retired as a colonel. As he approaches in on a century of life, I've never met a more active, positive person. In all, Colonel Brantley devoted more than 23 years to the defense of our nation. He's a shining example of service above self, and I ask my colleagues to join me in honoring him today. Madam Speaker, on this 80th commemoration of VJ Day, I want to recognize the remarkable service of Mr. John Mass, a proud veteran of World War II, the Korean conflict, and the Vietnam War. Like so many of his generation, John answered the call to serve, devoting over 26 years to the defense of our country. He began his service in 1943 with the U.S. Army Air Corps and concluded with his honorable retirement from the United States Air Force in 1969. Over that distinguished career, Mr. Mass served in posts worldwide, including the Philippines, Guam, Thailand, Greenland, Germany, and bases across the United States, where he contributed to the safety and effectiveness of airborne operations. Now at 97 years old, Mr. Mass's record of service stands as an enduring testament to duty, sacrifice, and patriotism, and we honor his extraordinary contributions to his country. Madam Speaker, on this VJ Anniversary Day, I rise to recognize Mary Fine. Mary Fine turned 100 years old this past March 12th. I rise today to honor not only this incredible milestone in her life, but her service to our country. Ms. Fine was a member of the Women's Army Corps and served our country during America's most difficult test of the Second World War. From 1942 to 1978, the Women's Army Corps offered opportunities for women to serve in the armed and uniformed services. WWII, as its members were called, served in a variety of roles, including as mechanics, medical professionals, photographers, and clerks. As for Mary, she served as a phone operator and a translator. Women like Mary were integral to our victory as they worked tirelessly to support men on the front line and ensure the American war machine operated at peak efficiency. Ms. Fine, congratulations on your birthday, and thank you for your service. And Madam Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.